Greetings everybody and welcome back to Rebuilding the Commonwealth with me. Look at our beautiful castle. Doesn't it look amazing from this high up? Glorious lights, glorious people. What a time to be alive. Speaking of which, we have something here which will make everyone dead. And that is the artillery guns. Headed here by Mr. McElroy. This is just a mock-up of what I plan to do with it. If I can get Mr. McElroy here to demonstrate. Come on. There we go. So yes, one of the most annoying things about the default guns, well, the default ones are working fine, but because I have this reskin with the howitzers, the issue is they sort of hover in midair with their hand, and it looks like they're just leaning on nothing. So I installed this little scrolling terminal as, well, something to make it look like they're actually using something. And hey, it's electronic, why wouldn't the Minutemen do it? We have this photographer post, which is also going to be the spotter. So if they see smoke in the distance, the person on this will find the range and will relay it back to the operator to fire or adjust and fire. I'm thinking a cannon will have a 4 or 5 man crew, a loader, a shooter, a spotter and a radioman who will listen for the targets. That's for another time. As you can see, I replaced this with grass because I plan to use this as prime real estate. Hang on a minute. Oh shit! Marcy Long. She was one of my provisioners. Though where her Desert Eagle has gone is anyone's guess. One of the last gunners must have picked it up. Fuck. Well, that's one of our OGs. Shit. Okay, what's the supply line looking like? Yeah, we're cut off from the south. Ooh. Though I seem to recall we lost the provisioner earlier. That's right. I set a provisioner up from the drive-in down to here. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. But shit, that's I mean, she was a bit of an arsehole, but hey ho. You get those sorts of people.
You do your job, I'll do mine.
Shut the fuck up, Ronnie.
It's in pretty good shape, considering.
Shut up, Nick.
Huh?
Fuck you. Right, I think it's time we did the bedrooms. Or some of the living quarters. So as you can see here, I've installed castle doors to make this a kind of entrance room. Unfortunately, people are sleeping.
Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Wait for it.
What a different world it'd be if folks just listened to the wisdom of the past.
This person just never moves. So you can actually move. That's it, sling your rook, get out. Okay, so
9 a.m. here at Radio Freedom.
Let's remove these.
Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Yes, I don't really like this, so
Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
I think under the
Worldwide
old
across the
version,
Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
there's a doorway. Oh, hey, Major. Damn, the windows. Windows are so big, that's the problem. Phew, okay. Can I camouflage something here? I might be able to, actually.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Let's switch over to something like this. That's clear. That's a bit darker. Oops, a daisy. There we go. Can I camouflage it that way? Yes, I can. Cool, so now we've actually got windows. And can I safely suggest bulletproof windows?
This is Radio Freedom.
That's what you want.
It's 10 a.m.
Okay,
Report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
so do I want to keep this a four bedroom, or reduce it down to 2? Because the issue is if I start taking away beds, people are going to get unhappy. But the capacity of the castle is already way too big. I was thinking of making this into an infirmary. This I'm thinking of making into like a bathroom. And this is the entranceway into maintenance, which is going to be a secure area, just given the fact we've got power armor set. Right, well, considering this room is the first best thing, let's make this into something a bit more pleasant. So we're going to want these beds. I think 3 would be a little bit unnatural. Yeah, I think for the size of the room, 3 is unnatural. So instead, so I want a castle door. Okay, that's not the way I wanted it. I think that's better. Question is, can people walk through it? Yes, they can. That's what we want. That side needed tucking in ever so slightly. Brilliant, so we've got another bedroom. Now this is going to be a bedroom for the maintenance crew. This is not, however. So let's put in a window to insulate the place a little bit. Don't want everyone in here getting really cold. Could just block it up completely, but I'm not that horrible. That will make it a lot easier to camouflage. But I can still select it if needed, so... Oh wow, that was almost exactly down the middle. Yeah, perfect. So, nice little window. Now this is going to be another soldier's barracks. So let's put in some good furniture. Excellent. Tables. Now, like the previous one, it was kind of mismatched furniture. So we're going to kind of do the same here. We had that before. Let's put this square one in for an end table. Lovely, so we got the beginning of a living quarters. Let's take this light out.
Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. It's 12 noon. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
We're going to light it with a lamp. I was thinking a ceiling fan, but I don't think that would really wash that well. There's probably a good one in Homemaker somewhere. Actually, let me put this lamp here, because in the settlement markers there's a newspaper reading chair. I was about to say, what have I got myself into? We'll see what happens when a settler steps into it. But I think we need to make that very slightly bigger. Pretty huge, but it gives the room a bit of flavour, I think. Now, Homemaker has some really nice rugs to put down. I believe it's floor coverings. Say very slightly smaller here. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Looks a lot more inviting. That's a lot of banners. Now we're going to use the Gruffy DD version for that. Now, considering it is a castle,
1 p.m.
the painting's doomed to be rather posh.
Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
I swear those are the cabins. I haven't seen those before. Let me move that one. Would these be better off in the halls? I think these are much better off in the hallways. Yeah, there's a few hallways that I can put these in to give it a bit more of an effect. These are Admiral pictures. Pictures of the Admiralty, lovely. God, that looks well trippy when I do that. Fantastic. Now, where was that picture I had up here before? Was that one? Yes, it was. Brilliant. And what can we do? It has to be Gruffy DD's flag. Flag of the new Commonwealth. Show your true patriotism. Is it just me, or does it feel just a little bit darker in here? I don't mind that, feels cozy. Excellent, so we're going to put in the chests for these people. Let's try and make it a bit more
Good afternoon.
personal.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Yep, so they will have a steamer trunk. I think a duffel bag is a good piece to put in. Give this room a little bit of personality. Have you ever heard of a concept called knocking? So do it to your shelf. I reckon I could put up a floating shelf. And if this is going to be a Minuteman's quarters, I think some weapons and armour, or rather just some components, would be a nice touch.
2 o'clock in the afternoon here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Well, if he's a sniper as well, then that's perfect. Wow, all this stuff here. Let's just put 2 in there. Now these 2 are quite a bit more tidy than the others. I'm still going to use the OC decorator though. I think it's under workshop you can get ammo, yes. Look at all this stuff I've got here. It's incredible, isn't it? Whoa. That's a bomb from Liberty Prime. Nice. Nuka Nuke.
Radio freedom. All's quiet across the Commonwealth.
Okay, so
What about there?
if this is going to be somebody... If this is going to be a regular Minuteman, he's going to have a fair few 5.56s. Yeah, I think 4 little boxes will do brilliantly. I think he may also have a couple of actual bullets. Maybe where he's filling them up.
Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Excellent. All this random technology. Now I think this is a perfect time to get a FAMAS. Did I convert all my FAMASes? I guess I did. Damn it. Shit, what did I do there? Am I carrying one is the question. Yes, I am.
Yeah?
Right, question.
Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
If I put a Felon on it and then run it through the OC dispenser,
You're tuned to Radio
is it going to convert it back to a standard,
Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
or will it keep the Felon? Because it depends on the weapon, I find. It'll convert it. Okay, good to know. I suppose this could be his own personal FAMAS. Okay, so here, this is how I've been placing all of these. So I can use the plus and minus keys to rotate. If I press the control key, it will change the axis. And I can rotate it in steps, or I can rotate it using the mouse button. So I just rotate it to the point I need, maneuver into place, and then do some rough adjustments while it's there. The issue is, it's very, very finicky. There we go, so we've got a short FAMAS on the counter here. So that is this guy's gun.
Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
What else do we have here that I could use? Components and parts. I would put adhesive down or nuclear material, but pff, hell, I'm short of those myself. Generic mods. This guy is all about his guns. So he's purchased a few. Excellent. I think under his bed in that case, being as organised as he is, he's likely to have a suitcase. And he's not a particularly messy person either. Okay, so this guy's got all his ammo. Okay, considering he's got a chair for reading, I think some books. A very book type person would be good. Do we have any generic books? Let me turn off surface snapping. And I can place the newspaper there, right on his chair. Brilliant. Now the Nuka recipe is cool, but it looks too branded. Comic books don't particularly make him look like a smart person either. I'm trying to tell a story with all of these setups. So do we have a book? An actual book? That just doesn't look like it. The covert operations manuals are a little bit different, so we'll use a few of these. Getting the drop on communists. Oh dear. And I think being a smoker is not uncommon. Office goodies. He's very book smart and very into his learning. I think a camera wouldn't be a bad suggestion, so let's give him a camera. This looks like the bed of maybe like a private first class or a specialist, I think. Yeah, I think that's a good bet. I'm trying to look for the pillow, because I've got comfortable pillows. Where are the comfy pillows? Let's put 2 on this person's bed. I mean, who doesn't sleep with 2 pillows, eh? I've got the perfect idea for who's going to occupy this bed. Okay, and this bed over here is going to need the same.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
2 nice comfy pillows. Perfect. Teddy bears. It's not a bad idea. Do I have a spare P220 is the question. No, I don't think I do. Do have this 5.7 though. Oh yes, one of my special M16s I found. No, I don't really have any spare guns, to be fair. Let's just take a Grash. Now, the Grash is a very good pistol. Oh, one of the artillery girls is down here. And can we put this down nice and neatly? There we go. That looks good. Seems to be dipping through the magazines a little bit. That's perfect. Still going through the mags. There we go. Yeah, so you can actually pick these weapons up, but now that my Minutemen are armed with better weapons, they shouldn't do that. I did leave a 10mm pistol over here because why not? So I think this is good for a first bedroom.
General?
It's even got a view of the Pridwin. That must be prime real estate. I feel like it should have more decoration in here though. A dog head.
This is Radio Freedom. Voice of the Minutemen. It's 6 o'clock. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Couple of trophies from these people's travels or their missions. I've killed a very large ghoul. Nice. What do you want? Right, next room. This is made a little bit more difficult by this pipe coming in. Where does this go anyway? I think we can get rid of the pipe. It just gets in the way anyway. So let's remove this. Cool. Cool. We can get rid of the brackets as well. Cool, get rid of all that. All this rubbish. And then we can get rid of this brick wall. I can go outside and remove the pipe at a later stage. But let's put some concrete in. Okay, where's the nice glass that we had? That is spot on. Lovely. So yeah, you can see straight over to the Pridwin, which is good. You can see to the Pridwin from here too. Wow, I'm starting to drop a few frames now when I'm looking at this. Oh, talk about a thriving settlement. Okay. This is where we say goodbye to some of this stuff. Not forever, but we need to get rid of some of it. Yeah, these beds are all manky and horrible. We need to get rid of those. So let's put some proper beds in. And this is for the maintenance pair. Brilliant. Just maneuver this, finagle that into place.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen
Cool.
alerts.
Now we can't really do anything about this. Yeah, these are permanent fixtures, unfortunately. Unless... Okay, they are two separate entities. Right, we can do something about it. Wow, that looks horrible at night. Oh. Okay, so it just removes the texture. Yeah, let's not mess with that. Let's not mess with that at all. Cool. Oh, I think that's such a good view when you walk in. Then I get that frame rate lag looking that way. That's quite funny. Right, so for tinkerers. Okay, so they're tinkerers. They're going to want quite a lot of metal stuff, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking metal shelves. Maybe a 2-stack.
It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there.
Oh, nice, that pokes through. Can other people walk past it, is the question. Don't see a reason why they shouldn't. Or maybe they don't want to walk past it. Yes, I think actually, I think they're only going to need one of these. Let's put a little bit of creative clutter on here. Yep, so a lockbox, which looks good. Some general components. Nothing sort of classified or horrible, or paint bottom shelf. You definitely don't want to put that on the top. Some decoration. Yeah, some candles and all that will do. Excellent. Let's light the room a little bit better. Blimey, that's not as powerful as I thought it would be. All that. Okay, let's put the big open bulb back. That's cool. I think because, you know what, let's make these two like relatives maybe. They're used to sharing a room, sharing the amenities. So on the left hand side, an alarm clock. And in case they have opposing shifts, another one. A desk fan that they've put back together.
It's 9 p.m.
Okay, now obviously these guys are going to have toolboxes.
Minutemen alerts. This is
So I
Radio
think
Freedom,
under furniture
broadcasting
and
all day, all
containers.
across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Isn't there a table that's like half sticks out of the wall? Fairly certain there is. Yeah, this one. And I think that's where he'll put his containers. Yeah, there we go. Come on, where is it? Tool cases. Yes, that's where he puts his grab tools. And a toolbox. Beneath the table. I mean, he's got his own system and that's how he likes it.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
I think that cabinet will be good. And I suppose they've got to relax somehow, so... Now, I think it's under the homemaker section. I think there's a TV of some description somewhere. Can't be under fixtures, can it? No. Oh, where the bleeding heck is it? electronics. Ah, yes. It's a standing one though. So I'm sure I can just shrink it down and hide the legs on it anyway. Exactly, there we go. I think that's quite creative actually. I'm quite proud of myself. A little lamp on the edge here. What the hell? Oh well, scrap that. Must have been the leftovers from the pipe going through. Okay, so under our OC decorator, I mean, keeping everything maintained is a difficult job, so surely you want to come home and unwind.
All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Just sprinkle a few of these around. A Nuka Quantum. Brilliant, and I think, of course, a couple of drinking glasses. If we even have any is the good question. Be under dinnerware, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, pre-war drinking glasses. Shot glass. Brilliant. Now technology.
7 p.m. out there.
This guy's going to have a lot of them.
Nothing to report.
So he's fixing a generator out the back. He's likely to have a fair few. He's definitely going to have some circuit boards. Let's stash a few under here. Yep, excellent. Radio thing with buttons, radio thing with dials. That looks like it could be some technology there.
This is Radio Freedom.
And of course,
Nothing to report at the moment.
tools.
Stay tuned for updates.
They're going to have a lot of these. Yeah, I can place these. No, not a broom. Adjustable wrenches, abso-fucking-lutely. Hammers, yes. A wrench up on the table, yes. I don't actually think Harfield there's got a bed yet. I think we deleted hers. screwdriver. We'll always have a screwdriver. And I suppose a wrench.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the
What they have in the generator room?
Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Could be something more than these tiny little components. Boxes of spare parts. Oh yes. Tinkerers like this always have spare parts. Several boxes on top of one another. Don't feel guilty about that. Batteries, yes. Battery would be an absolute must-have in that kind of workshop. Let's stack a few together. I think we need a bin for this corner. So let's find a bin.
All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there.
Trash can.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Still think it lacks a little bit of personality. I mean, we've got this side all down. What kind of other things would be under the bed? Teddy bears. A duffel bag underneath here isn't a bad suggestion. They could keep their guns in there just in case. I think maybe a guns case for just in case the shit hits the fan is also not a bad idea. Now, Homemaker has some good interior decorations.
This is Radio Freedom.
There they are.
All day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
A clock. Maybe they've been tinkering with one. Makes sense. Dispensers. Now the engine would go in the in that room over there. Perhaps this person here, I'm assuming this would be she, may have got some new stuff in.
Of the Minutemen. It's 1 a.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Perhaps repairing this is like a favour. Where would I put this if it's being repaired? Actually, that's not a bad place, because if it's in this corner here, I can go OC Decorator and put some tools around it. So yeah, you definitely want a screwdriver for taking this thing apart.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Definitely been buried in the floor a tad. Magnifying glass. Nah, you wouldn't have a magnifying glass for that. You're nuts. And a tiny ball peen hammer. Whereas maybe this person knows a few life hacks, so he's got himself a bobby pin box. Perhaps he knows a trick to getting into it. It's not a bad idea. Synth component. If it's placed in the right context, that doesn't look like it belongs in a synth at all. Enhanced targeting card. Well, that looks more like a circuit board, so I can put that over there.
Hey.
This definitely looks like it belongs to someone quite handy. So what spare weapons do we have lying around? Freedom's Trail. Nice. That was the one I found a while ago. A standard AK-5C won't be too bad. Or maybe even a Webley Fosbury. Oh, I did have some spare 220s this whole time. But if they're civilians, they'll just have regular weapons.
Huh?
So let's go and sort that out. Strange, that one didn't take the attachments off of it. We can use this though. I'm thinking literally by the door is a perfect place. Question is, can I maneuver it and finagle it? Oh, that's glitching through the floor. I don't really want to mess with that anymore, so let's move that down. Yeah, that's it. So any sign of attack, he's got his gun ready at the end of his bed. Excellent. And I reckon the Webley Fosbury will be good for his companion. So let's get the Webley Fosbury out. Yeah, that one got reverted back.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Takes a bit of practice to finagle this, but you can do it. Yeah, I don't think they'd just stick it on the top there. Yep, so nice Webley Fosbury up there. maybe a slightly more substantial weapon in the shelf at the bottom there. I mean, it might be the castle, but it's still the Commonwealth. So... yeah, that will change back to a short. That looks absolutely disgusting, though. I do hate the way these assault rifles look. They're awful. Okay, so I take a calibrated 5C. It's got no stock.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
It's got nothing like that. Let's see what it does to
You're
it.
tuned to Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
It just changes it to a light 5C. Okay. In that case, what happens if I do it again? It's changed it to a heavy. It literally randomizes it. That's quite funny, actually. Oh, well, maybe these are cheap weapons, like canonically.
3 a.m. here at Radio Freedom. Hope you're listening from a safe place. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
I think I need to rotate that a little more like that. Come on, this has got to fit in somehow. Then again, I really wouldn't want the gun pointing at me while I'm sleeping. So probably a good idea to have it facing the other way.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
That'll do. So we've got an AK-5C in there. Ammo, I forget what it fires. I think it's 5.56. So yeah, a couple of boxes of that. Perfect. Just in case the shit hits the fan in the middle of the night. Okay, now we want a good floor covering.
Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Blue. That looks good. There we go, a nice big rug to cover the floor here. And just to give it a little bit of pizzazz here, let's put a few rubber floor mats on this side. Now this looks like a tinkerer's room. Now we just need to put up their nice fancy paintings. Whoa.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 4 a.m. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. This is
So
Radio
these aren't
Freedom,
signs.
broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Where on earth have all these come from? I've legitimately never seen these before. I need to do something about that. Valentine's Detective Agency. Cool. This is all really cool. I seriously didn't even know 98% of this existed. Nuka-Cola sign gigantic. That must be a Nuka-Cola World. That's a shitload of signs. I'll have to remember this. I didn't know this was even here. Now if that doesn't scream a bit of personality, I don't know what does. Okay, enough of oogling at this crap. Paintings, that's what we want.
It's 5 a.m. This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Strange place to have it right above your bed, but we need something to lighten up these walls.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Let's finagle that in manually. That's close enough. It looks a little bit wonky, but that adds to personality in the end. Right, now we've got to do is a little something about the lights in here. I don't like how dark it is. Well, let's put in this blue table lamp. That's a touch better. under the homemaker, I think there was one in there, which was like a little desk light. That's the one. Oh,
Good morning, Commonwealth.
okay, not that one.
Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
There, illuminating his tiny little workspace. Throws a few shadows around, which is what we like. Oh, beautiful. So that's 2 bedrooms we've got. And of course, we are forgetting one final touch. The new Commonwealth. Here. I was going to say we could actually, if we make it big enough, we could use it to cover up the holes. Yeah, let's do that. Beautiful. Television is stuck on. We'll leave it like that. Let's send everyone back to work. This refreshing bottle of water. Oh great, a morning radstorm. Oh yes, of course. We're totally forgetting the pillows. Where are your pillows, my friend?
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Cool. Excuse me, Corporal. That isn't your bed. Thank you kindly. Fantastic. 1 and 2. Great. So this person,
Of the Minutemen is welcome. All quiet across the Commonwealth.
that's your
Safe
bed.
out there.
And that one is your bed. Those are the only 2 centers I haven't yet named, but we will do. I think these two rooms look amazing for one episode. They're places I could actually imagine myself living in, provided not an apocalyptic wasteland. And I mean, you can see the Pridwin from here. It's a nice view out to sea, but the post-apocalyptic landscape. But that's
You
enough
should
building.
know, people have been complaining a bit about the bed situation.
I know.
Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Do you want me to blow your fucking head off?
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
Oh, how I wish I could pull the trigger. But yes, for now, this is all we have time for. I'm loving this
If you ain't
castle
been up to see
project.
Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
I'm just going to get this whole castle project done. I'm really happy with it. But until the next episode, I will see you later. Goodbye, and thank you very much for tuning in. Peace out.